Hi-ho friends, and welcome back to the Snug Bungalow, where we are going to look through a bag of my thrift store finds. Today we are going to do a little something different. Recently I've been showing you some of the stuff that has sold and how much money that stuff has brought. But recently I've had a lot of old stuff selling, which is great, but it's not stuff that you've seen before on other videos, and I didn't know if that might be boring to you, not having been there for it. So instead, today we are going to look up comps together for the items that I decided to buy at the bins last time I was there. Now, the bins is the Goodwill outlet center. Everything is weighed by the pound, so you gather up all the stuff that you want, you weigh it, and they give you a price. It ends up being very, very cheap. So let's just dive right in. The first item you will recognize if you went to high school in the 90s. This is Cocopelli. This figure right here, it's like a dude playing a flute. Might recognize that as a tramp stamp on some of your friends if they went to high school in the late 90s. This is a whole set of Cocopelli Christmas ornaments, because why wouldn't it be? Which at first I thought, did somebody make these? Is this a handmade situation? But it's not. I know this is upside down, but it says so right there, and this was made on purpose. Cocopelli set of 4 Christmas ornaments. Now, we're going to look up comparisons on eBay, and I'm going to put them over here. And as you can see, this will bring somewhere between $11 to under $22. So there's always a range of prices when you're looking up comparisons. So, you don't have to stick with that, but it can just kind of show you, so what the range that something might bring. So I would be happy with that, because these things are really, really light. So I probably paid like 50 cents for those. So if I can get anywhere near $20, sounds great to me. Next is an item that I did not look up comps for while I was at the bin. Sometimes if it's something that I've sold before, or something that I just feel really good about, I just go ahead and put it right in, and I don't look up comps on everything. Absolutely not. I don't have time for that. But today I did look up comps. The brand of this is called Sydney Love. It's 2 glasses cases. So they open up, and they just have the cutest patterns on them. And I just thought that they were great. So I have sold a Sydney Love tiny little change purse at one point, and I think it was like $13 or something. And so I knew the brand, I thought it was adorable, and I just put it right in my cart. Today, I looked up comps, and I couldn't really find any. So that's great, right? Because that means maybe I'm the only one selling these. And so that gives you a little leg up on the competition. Next is a big giraffe. It's a big giraffe statue. It's made of bent metal and then painted. Look at his little face. So cute. He's pretty tall. Look at his little tail swishing. Oh my gosh, so cute. I just thought he was great. I tried to look up comps on this today, and I didn't find anything that looked like this. But other metal giraffe statues that are not brass, which can bring more money, seemed to be in the $25 range. So I would be totally happy with that. I think this is such a cool piece of artwork. It's obviously handmade, and I was just really glad to save it from the garbage. Okay, next thing. I've got a list over here, so that's why I keep looking over here. I want to make sure I do things in order. This big mamma jamma is a metal enamel platter. It's got a lobster on it, as you can see. It does not have any markings of a maker on the back, but it's in pretty good condition. It's dirty. I obviously have to clean it, but when I bought this, I did look up comps for it, because I haven't sold a lot of pieces of enamelware, and sometimes they don't bring very much money. So I wanted to make sure that even though this is very big, I don't think that the shipping will be tremendously expensive, because it's kind of lightweight. So I looked up comps back then, a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, I can't really remember, at the bins, and it was somewhere around the $30 mark, which is great. But when I went today to look it up again, I did not see any. So something to keep in mind is that the sold listings on eBay stick around for about 3 months. After that, they drop off. So you have 3 months to look up comparisons on something. So new ones are always coming in, old ones are always falling off. So I know that I looked those up. I just didn't find it today. Okay. The next thing, guys, is real creepy. I bought it anyway after thinking about it for a really long time. It's a doll. And it is antique for sure. And it has lost the fabric over its nose. But as you can see, it's hand painted, and that might be real hair, and its clothing looks hand sewn to me. It's just a really beautiful doll, actually, even though it's creepy as all get out. He's got one shoe that's barely hanging on, but he does have a label under here. And this says, made in Russia, Village Boy. Not village, Village. So I looked up comps. I tried to look up comps while I was in the store. I thought it said village because that's just obviously, if you're an English speaker, where your mind is going to go immediately. I didn't really find anything. I debated about buying it, and then I decided to get it. Here are the comps that I found today. Not bad. Now, mine does have a hole in his face. That is true. But even if I could get a quarter of that price, I would be completely happy with that. So hopefully that is what will happen. And then someone can take the creepy doll off my hands, because I would be really glad to let that go. Okay, this next one is fun. This is a bisque doll, which just means it's ceramic and hasn't had glaze put on it. And it is a flapper style doll. I think this is a 20s situation. I also believe these are referred to as Frozen Charlotte. And she actually has like a little bathing outfit on underneath here. And then you can see she's missing her arms, but never fear. I found the arms. Arms. And they, you know, have their holes so you can string them back on. I'm probably not going to attempt to do that because the comps that I saw, a lot of them didn't have the arms attached, but were selling the arms along with the doll. And I think this is like a little chick. It's like hand-stitched little outfit. I was pretty excited to find all of her pieces in there. I thought she was just darling. And as you can see, she brings about $18 to $50. Now, why are these two dolls so wildly different in price? It looks like basically the same doll to me. It's hard to say. There are a lot of different factors that go in. A lot of people will come into a shopping app looking for a specific item, and the first one that they find, they just buy it. They're not like looking for the best price or whatever. They just want to get what they want, and they want to be done. So there's just a lot of different reasons for that. And, you know, I just try not to worry about it too much. I pick a price that seems fair, and I just list it and forget it. That's how I am. Now, the next one that I found was shocking, but I'm glad that I did pick it up. This is a headless Napco Bell October Angel. But guess what? I found the head. It is a clean cut. I'm sure that it happened in the bins probably 5 seconds after or before I actually got over to that bin. It's a really clean cut that I think I'm going to be able to repair with no problem whatsoever. The comps on this look amazing. So I'm really glad that I did pick it up. As you can see, I think that these ones didn't have repairs, but I did see a couple listings that had repairs. And so she brings $75 to $100. And even if I can get half of that, because she's been repaired, I'm good with that. She probably costs like 50 cents or less. Okay. Next is Halloween nesting dolls. I have sold a lot of nesting dolls. They always sell pretty quickly. They always bring a pretty reasonable price. And I think that I sold some Easter ones before. All different ones. Oh, look at that. Little ghost with a cat. And this is the last one, and he is a little pumpkin. So I thought that was just really, really cute. I didn't even look at all of the pieces in the store because I've sold them so often that I will pick them up even if they have only 3 of the dolls. I can still sell them, you know, without like a big, huge set. So I just took a quick peek, make sure they were in good condition, and then grabbed it. And as you can see, this exact set sold for $29. So that would be fantastic. Okay, the next item is a vintage wooden frame. Actually bordering on antique probably, and it's hinged like this. Now this one, as you can see, has been stripped of its finish on the upright pieces and the front, but not anywhere else. So I'm assuming this is a half a craft project. Probably somebody had an idea that they were going to refinish it and then stopped halfway through. So even so, I think I can get, you know, a price that would make it worth picking up and saving from the garbage, obviously. These are bringing about $24 to $38. You know, I'll probably get a little bit less than that because of the finish, but maybe it'll go to somebody who's interested in finishing it, refinishing it. You just never know who you might find. Okay, next thing is some Barbie furniture, but not just any Barbie furniture. Blow up Barbie furniture. This one is the bed, and I didn't blow these up. This is how I found them. But it has a little heart pattern. How cute. The bed, the chair, which is actually not blown up at all, and the chest of drawers. So cute. I've sold Barbie furniture in the past that was probably like a 1970s like this. And so I always will pick up vintage Barbie furniture. That's always a yes for me if it's in good condition. And as you can see, this is not going to bring a ton of money, somewhere between $9 and $15. But since I paid so little for it, I'd be absolutely great with that. The next item is this beaded purse that's absolutely gorgeous. Just stunning. These are all glass beads on here. And the clasp is unfortunately missing a rhinestone, but still gorgeous. The brand is Magid, Magid, and it says hand beaded in Japan. And you can really tell that workmanship from touching it. It's absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. Very hard for me to let go, but I have 1 gajillion purses. So if it was maybe in a different colorway, I would have had to keep it. But as you can see, these are going for $19 to $25. That's if I can get them to sell. You guys know that I buy purses because I can't bear to leave them there, and they don't sell very quickly. So I'm just going to list it and forget about it. Okay. I think I put the other thing back here, yes. So this is a vintage, and I always say, you know, I don't find jewelry at the bins, and then I find some jewelry at the bins. But this is a vintage rhinestone brooch, as you can see. Kind of plain, but still beautiful, very sparkly. And vintage brooches just bring a wide range of money. Here are some comps that are about $10 to $25. If you have something that is, you know, more plain, it's obviously on the lower end of that. And if you have something that's spectacular, you know, it can bring much more than that, actually. Okay. Don't let this scare you guys. Don't let it bring back nightmares from the 90s. It's Barney, and he loves you. I'm not going to sing the song, don't worry. But this plush has a voice box in it, so I'm going to guess that he was originally meant to sing the song. Now, I will put new batteries in this and see if it works. If it doesn't, I will still sell it, because ones that aren't working, we're still selling. This is what he looks like. He's in pretty good condition, so we'll see if he sings or not. And as you can see, he's bringing $13 to $22 in working condition. So you'll obviously get less if, you know, it's not in working condition. Now I saved something fun to show you for the last thing. I didn't run comps on any of this stuff. This is just to show you because I think it's fun, and I saw this stuff and did a silent scream. First up is this guy, and as you know, I collect the made in Japan 1960s mice ornaments. Look at, he's a Santa. Can't even. I'm so excited. Another lady grabbed another one that was there, and though I almost bit her, I reined it in because I am a civilized shopper. I was very proud of myself. But I was just happy to get that one. You know, I have said I find them so rarely, and then I find a bunch of them at the bins of all places. Let me show you, just look and just gaze on the wonder. Oh, these little Christmas bits. This guy I thought was a little Kittle at first. That's a vintage doll from, I think, the 60s. He has a plastic face, and he is an ornament, and he was made by Fun World. And I don't see any year on the tag at all, but I thought that was like way fun and way cool. Then there are two wooden angels, which I assume are from Germany. They're each missing one wing, but I just couldn't leave them there because they're just too adorable. Then there are a bunch of these angels, which I've never seen before, and they're really detailed in their paint jobs and just so colorful. I really love that. And then there are a bunch of these tiny little glitter bells that are ornaments, and they do have a glass mercury bead ornament on the inside, and they're, you know, glittered, sugared. So fun. And then this guy, tiniest wooden snowman ornament. Look at how cute he is. I can hardly even. Look at how cute that is. And he's just a wee guy. I love finding Christmas crap in the bins, guys. It's like one of my most favorite things, and I will never stop loving it. And it just, like, you know, gets the adrenaline flowing, and it just lets you know that you're alive. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to drop some links below so that when these things get put in my shops, the links will go below. For now, I'm going to put some links that are like things that are sort of like this in case you are looking to shop right away for something. It will take me about 2 weeks to get the actual links for these actual items up. If in the meantime you absolutely have to have first dibs on something, just leave me a comment below or leave me a comment anyway and let me know if you like hearing what sold better, or if you like doing the comps better, or if you like both. Let me know what you think about the items that I found and whether or not you would have picked them up and whether or not you think this Russian doll is going to kill me in my sleep. I have my doubts about that. So yeah. If you want to get notified every time I put a new video up, which is about once a week, hit the bell notifications. Otherwise, give this video a thumbs up, like, and until next time, guys, I invite you to go out and find treasure.